I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. What is a refuge? A refuge is a place you can run into for safety in times of danger. Understand what he's saying when he says that God is my refuge and my fortress. When your life is at stake, there is a place that you can run into and you'll be safe. That's a place of refuge. That when a child, for instance, maybe has committed outside and they want to beat him or they are pursuing him or anything, the child will run. And the child is running. Then as the child runs and runs, he enters into his house. As he enters into his house, just hear door bah. What happens? All those who are pursuing him, they all have to wait outside. Nobody pursues you and enters your house with you. They all have to wait outside. And when the child enters into the house that way, the child is running from terror outside. You know what usually happens? Just I thought of it of recent and I'm like, wow. When the child runs in, the child was running, you know clearly that something is pursuing this child. There is terror outside. There is terror outside. The child is running into the house for safety. The father usually doesn't ask the child what's happening. The father would just simply go outside. He goes outside where the child is running from. The father comes out there to come and see what is happening. The child just comes in and is panting. He knows he is safe. And nobody dares come in. Nobody dares pursues him inside to enter into the house with him. So the father would come out. And when those who are pursuing, when they see the father, they will just grumble and go back. For some, once the child enters the house, they will just turn back and say, don't worry, when we see you outside again. I practice that so well. When we see you outside again, they are waiting for when they will see you outside. And you know that as long as you are in the house, go to the back corner and you are standing there looking at those that were pursuing you and you are telling them, I will beat you, I will kill you. Your father is standing by your side. That's why you are talking like that. They will be saying in their mind, don't worry, we will see when we see you outside. The child knows that he is safe. That house is a place of refuge. That father is God. You see, whatever is pursuing you is not pursuing God. Whatever is pursuing you, you might be afraid of it. It might be bigger than you, but it's not bigger than God. God is not afraid of it. As a matter of fact, once God steps out, that thing disappears. So Bible says that the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and he is safe. There is safety, there is security, there is protection in God. What is pursuing you? What is it that is pursuing you? What are you afraid of? What is pursuing you? What is the enemy that is pursuing you? What is pursuing you? There is a place for you to run into. Yes. There is a place of refuge for you that God has provided for you. You know, when the child runs into the house, nobody cares what the child has done until the protection, until the safety of the child is guaranteed first. Sometimes it is true that you have made mistakes, but there's a place for you to run into. You run into your house and you know that you are safe. The same way there's a refuge, a place of refuge provided for you in God. You can run in there even when you have made mistakes. And your mistakes are pursuing you. They are pursuing you. If they were to catch you, they will kill you. But your mistakes, as they are pursuing you, you run and enter into God. And you know that there you are safe, notwithstanding your errors, notwithstanding your mistakes. A place of refuge. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him will I trust. When I run into him, I have no fear. I have no fear. That's why David said, instead of falling into the hand of the enemy, let me just fall into the hand of God. I will run to God. I will run to God. What is pursuing you? What is the witch? What's the wizard? What's the enemy? What is it that is pursuing you? What's the pressure that is pursuing you? What is it that is pursuing you? What is the fear that is pursuing you? There is a place of refuge for you. It is in God. Run into God. You know, in those days, when cities of refuge were designed, in Israel, there were 6 places of refuge. Now, the idea behind the city of refuge was that in case any man, for instance, killed somebody by mistake, because you know that when you kill, if anybody kills anybody, the law of God was tooth for tooth, eye for eye. If anybody kills anybody, the person should die for it. Now, what if you kill somebody by mistake and you didn't know? Nobody will care. They would also, you know what they call jungle justice here in Nigeria? They will kill you by jungle justice. Now, to avoid jungle justice, God instructed them create a city of refuge, so that if anybody kills any man by mistake, the person can run there to the city of refuge. When you get in there in the city of refuge, nobody dares come and touch you. Did you kill? As they said, yes. But are you a killer? No. So what I'm saying is that it was a mistake. God, I did what they said I did, but I'm not who they say I am. I killed as they said I killed, but I'm not a murderer. I am a son of God. And I'm no longer slave of fear. I am a child of God. I'm no longer slave to fear. Shabakatabaya. I am a child of God. I might have committed sex. I might have had sex as they said I did. Yet I am not a fornicator. I am a child of God. Yes, I know who I am. It was a mistake. Yeah, it was a mistake. I might have done whatever they said I did, but I'm not who they say I am. I am a child of God, and God has provided for me a place of refuge. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runs into it and he is saved. That's the place where we run into. It is an advantage we have because we are in Christ. For there is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus. I am in Christ. It's an advantage that I have. It's an advantage that I have. This is the reason we don't run away from God. No matter what we have done, we run to God.